I was skeptical about this one at first. I mean, I've seen a lot of pre-built gaming PCs over the years, and most of them either cut corners on the specs or hit you with a price tag that makes your wallet cry. But when CyberpowerPC sent over their Gamer Xtreme with the Intel Core Ultra 7 and RTX 5060, I figured I'd give it a real test drive before deciding whether to recommend it. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the setup was surprisingly smooth. I plugged everything in, powered it up, and Windows 11 Home was ready to go. No driver hunting, no BIOS tweaking, nothing. That alone saved me a whole afternoon. The machine boots fast thanks to the 1TB PCIe NVMe SSD, so even loading up a game like Cyberpunk 2077 feels instant. I'm talking under 10 seconds from clicking the icon to actually playing. And with 32GB of DDR5 RAM, I had Chrome open with 20 tabs, Discord running, and a couple of background apps without a single slowdown. I even tried running a few virtual machines at once just to push it, and it handled everything without breaking a sweat. Now, let's talk graphics. The RTX 5060 with 8GB of GDDR7 is no slouch. I ran a few modern titles at 1440p on high settings, and frame rates stayed well above 60 FPS in most cases. With DLSS 4 enabled, I could even push some games to 120+ FPS in competitive titles like Valorant or Apex Legends. Ray tracing was smooth too, though I did notice a slight dip in frame rates when pushing shadows and reflections to max. Still, for the price, the visuals are impressive, and the card doesn't throttle under load thanks to the included liquid cooler. Connectivity is another strong point. You've got Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth built in, so no need for extra dongles. There are 3 DisplayPorts and 1 HDMI, plus a USB-C, which makes it easy to hook up multiple monitors or a high refresh rate display. I tested it with a 144Hz 1440p monitor and a 60Hz 4K TV, and both worked flawlessly. The RGB keyboard and mouse that come with it are decent for the price, though if you're serious about gaming, you might want to upgrade those later. They're fine for casual play, but the switches aren't mechanical, so don't expect top-tier performance. One thing I really appreciated was the liquid cooling. The Intel Core Ultra 7 265F is a 20-core beast, and keeping it cool under load is crucial. The included liquid cooler does the job well, keeping temps in the low 70s even during heavy workloads. I ran a stress test for about 30 minutes, and the system stayed stable the whole time. That's a big deal for longevity, especially if you're planning to use this rig for years. The build quality feels solid too. The case has good airflow, and the RGB lighting adds a nice touch without being over the top. It's not the flashiest setup out there, but it's clean and functional, which is what matters most. The only minor gripe I have is the cable management. Pre-builts often struggle with that, and this one's no exception. You'll probably need to do a little rearranging to get everything tidy, but it's not a deal breaker by any means. For the price, this PC punches well above its weight. It's not the absolute cheapest option out there, but when you factor in the specs, 32GB RAM, 1TB SSD, RTX 5060, and a high-end processor, it's a fantastic value. If you're looking for a gaming PC that can handle modern titles at high settings without breaking the bank, this is a solid choice. Pros-wise, the performance is top-notch, the setup process is painless, and the liquid cooling keeps things running smoothly. On the downside, the included peripherals are just okay, and cable management could be better. But honestly, those are minor issues in the grand scheme of things. If you're in the market for a new gaming PC and don't want to deal with the hassle of building one yourself, this CyberpowerPC Gamer Xtreme is absolutely worth considering. The link is below if you want to check it out.